Welcome to my new show, Hip Hop Made Me Do It. This is a show where I will be just giving stories on certain things, experiences, and times in my life, not in any chronological order. I'm just gonna be, just giving you stories and stuff. And the reason why I decided to do this is, first of all, people's been telling me to do this for about a year now, even more. People's been messaging me, telling me, "Yo, Mac, you need to tell some of your stories." You know what I mean? Because you lived an interesting life, and we would just want to know more. And I never really got to it, but recently I was going through YouTube, and I came across a brother by the name of Kasa's channel, right? Kasa is a person who's been around the New York hip hop scene for a while, you know what I mean? And he was a part of the whole Cameron, Jim Jones, Dipset group, you know what I mean? And he tells some interesting stories. I ain't gonna front. I binge watch a bunch of his content, and it inspired me to do this story time. So big shout out to Unkasa and his content. If you don't know about him, if you don't know about the content, make sure you go check him out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Big shout out to Unkasa. Thank you for inspiring me to do this, right? So, hip hop made me do it. Why did I name it Hip Hop Made Me Do It? Is because, I've been through so much things in my life, and a lot of times I won't remember the details, like the days, the years, like whatever, right? But I always, for some reason, this is how my brain operates. I always remember the music. Like if I say, "Oh, this song, Tupac, hit 'em up," I can remember, "Oh, yeah, I was here, I did that." Like then I start remembering people and all these details just from the music. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell a story without talking about the music. Like it just goes hand in hand with my experiences and the music, because that's what makes it, like, that what makes it click in my head, right? So I had to bring it about the music. Hip hop made me do it. I also am gonna make a Spotify playlist for this story. So every time I upload a story, I will also have a new playlist, Hip Hop Made Me Do It playlist. I'll have new songs that go with, whatever's the time of the story, right? So make sure you go on Spotify and follow me, and also follow my playlist, Hip Hop Made Me Do It. So now, I wanted to set it off today. First of all, before I do that, today is September 11th. You know what I mean? And September 11th was a crazy day for me. You know what I mean? And not just for me. Forget about me. It was a crazy day for the world, right? It was a crazy day to be American. It was a crazy day for America, for the world. And I don't care where you was at, you heard about that day. That shook the world, right? And before I start my story, I want to take the time out to just remember everybody that was lost that day, all the heroes that day, people that sacrificed their own lives, anybody that was affected, that's still affected, anybody that lost anybody that day. I want to take a moment of silence for all of that, right? September 11th. I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was just one of those days you never forget. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those days that I always remember, and I think that goes to say for everybody, right? I was on Rikers Island. I was fighting a witness tampering charge, and I was fighting a armed robbery charge. I had been on the island for maybe a more than a year, maybe like 12, like 14, 15 months, right? And I had been maybe a little less, I'm not sure, but somewhere around a year, somewhere around that time. I was in a box. So what happened was I was in another jail, C95. I got into a fight in the yard. They sent me to the box, and the box is solitary confinement. When you catch an infraction of some sort, they give you a punishment, and your punishment is to go into the solitary confinement, 23 hours lockdown in a day, 1 hour to go out to the yard. You don't get nothing in there. And I was in there for 3 months, then they sent me out. So when they sent me out, I got on a bus, and I'm not gonna lie. Throughout that whole time, I was hearing about this building called the Beacon. So now, hold on, let me explain to you Rikers Island. For everybody that doesn't know what Rikers Island, or doesn't know the dynamics of Rikers Island is not a jail, right? Rikers Island is an island that holds 7 to 10 different jails, facilities, right? So the island is filled with all of these different jails, and you can be like in one jail and never see or do know anything that's going on in this jail. Like, it's just separate. It's different jails. So I came out, and I was hearing all these stories about the Beacon. The Beacon is crazy in the Beacon. Like, the Beacon, this person got stabbed in the Beacon. This officer got stabbed or cut. This person died. I was just hearing crazy stories about this Beacon, and I'm not gonna sit here in front like, I wasn't nervous going into this Beacon, because I heard so many stories, but I'm human. Like, I definitely was nervous going into that Beacon. I had butterflies and all that, you know what I mean? But I wasn't the only person. Matter of fact, there were people that was so scared to go into this Beacon. And let me tell you, the Beacon is mostly majority blood. Most of the houses in that building is blood, right? Are blood houses. And like, if one house holds 55 people, mostly 30 of them are bloods. They ran that house. They ran the phones. They ran everything in that house. I'm not gonna, I definitely went through mad stuff in that Beacon. I went through so many experiences. I'm not gonna talk about that in this story. I'll talk about that in another story. This story is just about basically 9/11. But I gotta give y'all I gotta set it up for y'all. That Beacon was crazy. I was in there for like 6 months, and by the time of 9/11, I had already got my weight up. You know what I'm saying? People knew my name. People knew me. I already did a bunch of things, and I showed people that, I wasn't like the biggest gangster in there. Definitely nowhere near that. But I was always holding my own, and I always was never a punk, and I held my own. You know what I'm saying? So once they see that, they respect you. So I came from 9 block, and whoever was in that Beacon at that time know that 9A was 9A, 9B was crazy, to say the least. Crazy. There was stabbings happening there every day, cuttings, people fighting all day, every day. That house was on fire. You know what I'm saying? And I came from that house. I was in that house for a minute. I was doing good too, you know what I mean? But it was just so much tension in that house all the time. Like, every day we would get a search. Every day there would be a cutting. Every day it would just lock down, and it was just too much for me, you know what I'm saying? So after a while, I had an opportunity to go to the annex. And the annex, so the main is, they built another part of the Beacon, and these buildings were, it was like, they were bigger. They were for like more workers and like low classification. They had programs going out in the annex, and they had one house that was high classification. I was high classification, and how they classify you is they go by your institutional record. They go by how many times you've been on Rikers Island. They go by how many times what's your nature of the crime, your gang affiliation, all of that, right? That's how they classify you. My classification was like 35, which is high. You know what I'm saying? There was only one house in the annex that had high classification house, and the officers and people, they were like picking and choosing who they wanted. Like they wanted a good house. You know what I'm saying? So I had a couple of my people got into that house, and they pulled me from 9 block to the annex 13 block. And when I got there, I'm not gonna lie, in the main it was like a dungeon. In the main, the Beacon main, it was a dungeon. There's no windows. There's only windows inside the cell, and I wouldn't even consider it a window, because they got a gate in it. Like, they got a gate in front of the window, and it's dusty and dirty. There was dirt there from the 80s, bro. And like, you can't clean it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't even look out the window. When you're breathing all the dust that's on the window. Like, it was just nasty. And there was no windows outside. It was just gloomy. Like it was just a dungeon, right? That's the best way to describe this place. It was a dungeon, and it was just like madhouse. You know what I'm saying? So once I got into the annex, right? I got to the annex, and when I walked in there, I was like, whoa, yo. It was big like an airport, right? Like an airport. There was light all over the place because there was big windows at the end of the block. There were big windows from the ceiling all the way to the floor. Big gigantic windows that you saw like the city skyline. And I immediately, when I got there, I walked to the back of the block, and I was just looking out the window like, wow, like this is the first time I'm seeing the city skyline in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was just standing there looking out there like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's so pretty, like it's so beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So once I got there, the house was cool. Every other house, like I said, in that beacon was ran by gangs. And there, it wasn't. And there, it was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was still a high classification house, but everybody was like, you know, everybody was fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was slot time on the phone, but slot time, because the phones turn on and go off at a certain time. It's not just on all day. You know what I'm saying? So, after 7 o'clock, with seniority, like anybody that been in the house for a while, they get slot time. You know what I'm saying? And you only get 21 minutes on the phone on your card, right? You get 21 minutes every 5 hours. So there was slot time at 7 o'clock to 9:30 or whatever, but it was ran fair. Every other place, it was only 3 phones for 55 people. And 2 of those phones would be blood phones or gang phones. And you couldn't, them phones, if you wasn't a gang member or whatever, if you wasn't, you know, if you didn't rock, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't in the gang, but I rocked, you know what I'm saying? I used to get on the phone. But if they ain't respect you, you would not get on that phone. Facts. You would not get on that phone. Them 2 phones would be hanging, and it'd be like 30 people waiting for one phone. And that was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, but it wasn't like that in 13 block. Everybody got on the phone. There was even more phones, and it was just running smooth. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there, around the same time I got there, this Crip kid had got there too. You know what I'm saying? And he was super quiet. And mind you, when I tell you that there wasn't really no Crips inside the beacon, there was no Crips inside the beacon like that. They wouldn't be in the main, you know what I'm saying? The officers would know that they're Crip and put them in the annex, like certain parts, so because they knew that it was smoother in the annex. You know what I'm saying? So there was one there that came around the same time I got there. There was Bloods there too, but it was smooth, like nobody really was on that time, you know what I'm saying? And everybody really got along with each other and shit. So nobody messed with him. You know what I'm saying? But he was quiet. He was quiet. He used to just sit back and just, you know, quiet, humble, like, you know. And then, like, maybe like a week passed, another one came. So now there was 2 of them. And they was, you know, still quiet. And what happened was the second one that came, he was Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So now he used to always chill with all. So now the Jamaicans, it was like maybe like 4 or 5 of them together. And now they used to just sit at the same table, sit at the same section, right? And then like a week, like, you know, that same week probably one more came. So now it's 3 Crips, but they're with the Jamaicans. So now there's like 8 of them, like, you know what I'm saying? 8. And then so the night before September 11th, right? Another Crip kid had came, and he came a little late too. He came like, I don't know, a little late. Like it was about time to be everything was about to shut down. So he came, and then so there's slot time. People's on the phone, so of course naturally he wants to get on the phone and make sure he tell his people he good or whatever. So he's waiting for the phone. I'm on the phone already. I'm talking, and I'm on the phone, and I see him. And he's kind of like, you know, his energy, I go by energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, his body language was aggressive. He was bigger, you know what I'm saying? He had a cut on his face. He just had this, like, he looked like he was from Brooklyn. Like, he just, you know, had Brooklyn people have this, like, look, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, he was, you could tell by his body language that he was aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he saw a house that was so smooth, I guess he felt like he could, like, you know, he was kind of just trying to, like, put his put his stamp down. You know what I'm saying? So he comes up to me and his body language was aggressive. So I had to match. Like whenever I get that, I match that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna come at me. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how crazy you look. If you come with that, I'm gonna give that back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get the mirror effect. So I was on the phone. He like, yo, he came right to me like, yo, let me get that phone after you. I'm like, nah, somebody else got it. Bro got it. Like somebody else got the phone after. And he was just like, he looked at me, you know what I'm saying? And I guess he was kind of a little surprised that I gave him, you know, that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. So he went to the next phone, and then since it was slot time, it's all mapped out already. Like you're gonna, like I get on the phone, and you're gonna get on the phone, and you're gonna get on the phone, all the way up to 9:30 when it's done. So, but the person that was on the phone, I believe it was, I would say that it was I don't remember. I think it was Ninja, right? I think the brother name was Ninja. He was on the phone and he cut his slot time short, and he to give him the phone because he just came in the house. You know what I'm saying? I would have did the same, but his energy was a little different, so I didn't offer that. You know what I'm saying? But Ninja offered it to him. Like, yo, boom. Ninja was a dude. He had dreads from Queens, OG dude, classy dude, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was official. You know what I'm saying? But so he was like, yo, he cut his phone call short. Like, yo, here's 6 minutes. Call your people, such and such. Dollar got to get the phone after you. You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, boom. He grabbed the phone, and he get on the phone. Boom. 6 minutes pass. You know, Dollar start coming for this phone, and 6 minutes pass, 7 minutes pass, and then Dollar's like, yo, and then so he holla at Ninja like, yo, Ninja, what happened? Like, what happened? Why is he on the phone? And Ninja was like, nah, he just came in. He got to talk to his people. I told him he got 6 minutes. So Dollar was like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, that phone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and the dude kind of like, just like, yo, hold up. And just talking. So basically, long story short, he burns a whole 15 minutes. And by that time, it's over. Like, by that time, you can't get back on the phone. They shut the system off. So Dollar tight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on the phone, but I'm watching. I'm paying attention to what's going on. I'm reading the body language. I'm seeing what's going on. So I get off the phone. We all get off the phone or whatever. And then, you know, Dollar go up to son and like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he call him over and shit. And he like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, you got on the slot time, whatever. And so the dude was like, yo, he was like, yo, you supposed to pass me the phone after 6. Like, yo, what's up with 6 minutes or whatever. So the dude was like, yo, you know, I just came from court. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to talk to my people. It was important. So Dollar's a classy dude too, but Dollar's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? I bet. No doubt. I could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely, just next time, just like, you know, just be considerate. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we do it in this house. So he was like, all right. And then he just spent off and went with the group. Now the group is getting bigger now. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe out of that group, one person or two people tops out of the 10 or 10 people had slot time. You know what I'm saying? So, and they would share it, like, you know, amongst them. So like, but now they're getting bigger, and I feel like, you know, you could read the tension. You know what I'm saying? You could read it. You can know, when people start getting up in numbers, they want different things, and that's when people start claiming phones, and oh no, this is the blood phone, this is the Jamaican phone, this is whatever phone. So, but we wasn't doing that in that house. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that, and we wasn't gonna go for that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, it was lock-in time. I go to my cell. And yo, I think it was Monday. I don't remember what day it was, but whatever day it was, there was at nighttime DJs would be spinning. I think it was DJ Clue. That I might be wrong, but you know, I think it was DJ Clue. He was spinning that night on Hot 97. I'm not gonna lie, yo. When you're on Rikers Island, you get to buy. When you go to commissary, you get to buy little Walkmans. And in the Walkman, you can't put no tapes, no CDs, no MP3s, none of that, right? What all it has is AM, FM, you know what I'm saying? But that was enough because we had Hot 97, we had, I I don't know if we had Power 105 at the time, but we had music, and they used to play, like, at nighttime they play all the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, yo, what was popping at that time, man? Jay-Z had that takeover where he was coming at takeover, brace over. It's the God MC, me, Jehovah. When he was coming at Nas, that was like epic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about that. That was like, yo, we would spend days talking about Nas, Jay-Z, that whole Rockefeller whole thing. We was just spend days, just a whole day talking about that. And I really that was hip hop to me, man. That was the time when I was really tuned in, and I love. And who else dropped? Matter of fact, Jay-Z dropped Blueprint on 9/11. On September 11th, he dropped that. But before that, his songs was popping, was moving. He was all over the radio. What else? Fabulous had came out with y'all know me, keeping it gangsta, fire. That, yo, I used to listen to that song. I remember like being on a bus, like going back from court to Rikers Island, and they used to play that on the radio, and I just used to be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That song. Every time I listen to that song, I think about Rikers Island, like, just those experiences. There was just really good music out at that time. Outkast had So Fresh and So Clean. They used to play that on the radio all the time. What else, man? All of these songs is gonna be on my playlist. So if y'all want to remember what songs I was rocking to at that time, y'all want to check it out, make sure you go to my Spotify playlist. Hip Hop Made Me Do It. So I go on myself, yo. I'm not trying to think about none of that. I'm just listening to my music, and I'm just zoned out. I felt free for a little time. I closed my eyes. I didn't think about no jail cell, no nothing. I was just listening to music, zoned out, and just there with the music, and I was enjoying every moment of that. I love that part of the day where they're playing, like, that mixtape hip hop, right? I was there for it. So in the morning time, they crack ourselves, right? And I get up early. I go right to the phone because I had to call my shorty, handle some things or whatever. So, and this is September 11th now, right? So I'm on the phone, boom, boom, boom. Yo, three-way this person, call this person. Yo, can you get the money from this person? Can you call my lawyer? Do this, do this. I'm doing all these errands on the phone. And there's a TV right above, like over here, like I could see it, right? So I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, they had the news on. And I'm talking on the phone. Then I hear commotion, like, oh! And I see everybody's looking at the TV. I look up, and the news is on, and it's like breaking news or whatever. And you see an airplane flying into one of the buildings. And I was just like, oh, snap. Like, that's crazy. Like, oh. So in my mind, like, immediately, it was an accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an accident. Like, damn, a plane accidentally crashed into one of the towers. Yo, that's crazy. So I'm asking shorty, like, yo, you see this? And she's like, nah. So we start talking about it, whatever. I call my mom. She didn't pick up the phone because she works in Chinatown, which is not that far from the World Trade Center. So I called her, like, yo, she didn't pick up the phone or whatever. So then I was just like, yo, everybody, I looked at the back of the gallery. Everybody was by the window because, like I said, on the window, you can see the skyline. So I was just talking a little bit, but my mind was somewhere else, right? Because I want to see what's going on. So I was talking. I was like, yo, I'll call you back, yo. You know what I'm saying? I hung up the phone, and I was looking at the news for a little bit, and it was just, nobody was saying anything about terrorist attack. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the back, and I saw it. Like, I went to the back, and I looked out the window. There was, like, smoke coming out of the tower. Like, yo, crazy smoke, and they're just looking crazy. And you can see, like, the part where it crashed because there's mad smoke coming out of it. And I was just like, wow, right? And I went back to the news, was looking at that, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy, right? So then I went to grab my headphones, right? So I'm listening to the news, also listening to High 97, listening to the music. Everybody was talking about that, though. You know what I mean? Then I walked back to the window, and I'm talking to my bro, I'm talking to my bro, Gangsta Lou. Now, Gangsta Lou, his name is Kuntz. You know what I mean? He's one of the dudes that pulled me over there to the house. My guy, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We used to rap together, and he just, like, official dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him, and we just like, yo, damn, like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, while we're talking, bro, somebody's like, yo, look, it's another plane. Now, I look up, and a plane is coming from here, like this. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, is this real? Like, another plane is about to crash? I'm like, yo. And then it just goes slow motion. It just, ooh, boom. Yo, when that happened, I was just like, whoa. Like, that can't be an accident, bro. Like, that can't be an accident. One, right, but two, that's not an accident. That's some other stuff. Something's going on, right? So we're all like, we don't know how to take it, right? We're like, yo, that's crazy, yo, boom, boom, boom. And I remember, like, yo, thinking, like, while everybody was making all that noise, I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, if something serious is happening, like, now, we're all locked down, like, what the hell is going to happen to us? Like, what's going to, because I heard about this martial law thing, and now people's talking about it, like, you know, and there was rumors, like, you know, whenever, like, crazy things happen, because we're prisoners, they would just kill us first. So, you know, we don't, you know, go with the opposition. I don't know, like, some crazy stuff, right? So I'm thinking, my mind is like, damn, what about my family, though? My family out there, I can't do nothing. My mom's and them, they live right there. They over there by Chinatown, and which isn't that far. So I'm just like, yo, like, I didn't know. I was just watching, and I'm just like, damn, right? So after a little while, the officers is like, everybody lock in, everybody lock in. Now, we're not supposed to, it was the morning time, we're not supposed to lock in until like 3-4 hours later, you know what I'm saying? But because of this situation, they had a security lockdown. So they had a security lockdown. So I'm walking to my cell, and I'm just out of it. But then I see one of the I forgot his name, but he was a blood dude, but he like messed with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was all together chilling, like, you know, we used to eat together. I forgot the homie name. His name probably would have been, I would want to say Popov. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? I can't even, but we're gonna call him that for now, you know what I'm saying? So I see him talking to one of the Crip dudes, not the one that came in the night before, another one of them, and they was kind of like talking kind of aggressive. So, but then they split, they went apart. So Popov like is like 3 cells away from me. So they was kind of like this, like, all right, whatever, boom. So he spins off, and then while I'm walking to my cell, I'm like, Popov, like, I get to him, and I'm like, yo, what happened, bro? And he like, nah, man, these motherfuckers, like, yo, he got the whole phone hanging with the sock on it, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I get on the phone, he telling me like, you know, that like, that's his sock, but nobody was on the phone. So I'm like, we don't even do that in the house, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, that's what I'm telling him, like, we don't do that in this house. So they had it, but they didn't even get to fully finish the conversation because it was time to lock in, you know what I'm saying? So I go on my cell, we get locked in for like 3-5 hours, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, my whole time in that cell, bro, I was just thinking about the worst. Like, damn, I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't, what if they start coming in there, like, and opening up the cells and just shooting us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what they were saying that could happen, you know what I'm saying? Martial law, like, yo, if, you know, and we didn't know what to think. Like, I didn't know what to think, and I did not want to die in jail, bro. Like, I did not want to die on no Rikers Island, bro. Like, I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting there, like, you know, my mind racing. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about all the people that's suffering in those buildings. Because now, you know, people's jumping. Like, now you're listening to the news, and people's that has the windows facing over there, the Empire State Building. You can hear them yelling, "Oh snap!" People jumping, and I'm just my mind was just cluttered with, you know, all of that, right? Like, you know, it was just crazy. Like, my mind, like, you know, I never seen nothing like that. I never been through nothing like that during that time, right? And it was just like, you know, I was just trying to process that all while trying to deal with, you know, the prison stuff or whatever. And I just like, you know, I was just hoping that nothing crazy would happen. But after 4 or 5 hours, they unlocked our cell. Boom. So I'm like, all right, cool. At least they not coming in here shooting us, right? Like, you know, we good. So I go to the phone because my cell is right by the phone. So I go right to the phone to call my people. Everybody running for the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the phone, boom. So now, I get to the phone and Pop Off get to the phone because he's right there. So we all get to the phone. I get a phone. Pop Off get a phone. Right, boom. So now, Pop Off is like, oh snap! I left my phone book in my cell. He's like, yo, G. At the time, my name was GK. It wasn't China Mac. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, GK, hold this phone for me. He left it in. He's like, hold the phone for me. I'm coming right back. I gotta get my phone book. I'm like, all right, bet, I got you. So I'm on the phone, talking, and the phone is hanging. So when I turn, I look, I see the new Crip kid. And remember, he's bigger, like, you know what I'm saying? And I already, when I seen him go, I was like, yo, bro, somebody got that phone. Pop Off got that phone. He coming right back. He just he didn't even really look at me. He just did like this and just went to the phone. He didn't even pay attention to me. He didn't, I know he heard me, but he just dubbed me. Like, I didn't even exist to him. So I'm like, yo, bro. And he was like, yo. And he just looked like, he was like, and he did that with his hand, like, and just got phone, boom, 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 and started talking with his back against, like, his back was towards me. He didn't even have the decency to look at me. He just like this, like that. Like, I was just like, that was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And that was disrespectful. And at that point in my time, I didn't know how much time I would get. I didn't know what was going on. And throughout my stay in that prison thing, even prison period, that whole jail experience, I learned that you can't let the small things pass. You know what I'm saying? Because once you let something small pass, it turns bigger, because then they think that they can do that, and then just other people's gonna see that, and then, you know, so I was always going by the mantra, always check the small things, don't let the small things get big. You know what I'm saying? So when he did that, that's the second time that he kind of rubbed me wrong. And with all the emotions that was going through, and my mom wasn't picking up the phone, and I'm just like, yo, bro, the whole time I was in my cell, I'm thinking like, yo, I gotta talk to my mom. I gotta make sure she's good. Like, I gotta make sure she's good. She didn't pick up the phone. Nobody picked up the phone, right? So I'm just like, I'm stressed. Calling. Nobody picking up. I'm just like, I hang the phone up, right? But before I hang up the phone, Pop Off come and like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, yo, boom, he talking to him, and son like, yo, I'm on the phone, like, kind of aggressive. And Pop Off like, what? So I couldn't talk to him. I was like, yo, Pop Off, here, take this phone. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I gave him the phone. Don't worry about that. Boom. So once I gave him the phone, in my mind, I had made up. I'm popping off on him. Like, that Crip kid, I'm popping on him. Like, I'm not going to let that rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't rock. Like, I'm not going to let him get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, with all the emotions that was going through me, I couldn't get a hold of my mom's. Like, I was just like, all right, that's not rocking. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who the hell he think he is, but that's not going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, boom. So I went to my cell. Boom, tie my sneakers. Boom, tie my sneakers. Put up whatever I had. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And I'm standing by the stairs, you know what I'm saying? Because the phones is over here, and you gotta basically come, you know. So I'm like just waiting for him, seeing where he goes after he gets off. I'm waiting for him to get off the phone. So he's on for a little bit. Then he get off the phone, and he go right to the back, right? He go to the back. He didn't even look at me. Like, he didn't even look to see where. That's how much of a threat he didn't see me as. Like, he didn't even look to see where I'm at. Nothing. Like, he's just like, and he's bigger. Like, you could tell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's bigger. He's like, you know, a little rough exterior. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, and at that time I was skinny as hell. I was like probably 130 pounds, 140 pounds soaking wet, skinny. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he just walked right there to the back. And he started talking to, like, you know, maybe it was like there was one other dude that he was with. And I don't remember if it was a Crip kid or it was one of the people that they be with. So I go right over there. You know what I'm saying? I start walking over there, you know what I'm saying? And Gangsta Lou, he was sitting down. He see me walking, and then he kind of like, yo, what up? So I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I walk, because I'm not trying to tell nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my business. I got to go handle that, right? I felt disrespected. Nobody else was disrespected. I was disrespected. So I'm going to go handle that myself. So I walk up on him. He did not even feel me coming. You know what I'm saying? So I get close enough to him. And I'm like, yo. And when he looked, I hit him. Bow, bow, bow. Hit him with the 3-piece. As much as I could, I hit him as hard as I could, bro. Because he's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So I hit him with the boom. And he grabbed me. And that shit really didn't even, like, it took him aback. He went back. But he grabbed me. And he kind of like just, boom, slammed me on the wall. So he slammed me on the wall. Boom. And then he went to punch. You know what I'm saying? He went to punch. But I moved my head. And he hit the wall hard as a fuck. I felt that shit like, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I heard the punch hit the wall, right? And I know that hurt his hand. So I move, and when I move, I kind of break away from the hole, and I move this way. But when I moved this way, I went this way, his man that he was standing, he hit me. Boom! Yo, he hit me hard as fuck, bro. Like, he hit me square, like, right here somewhere. And it just went black for a minute. Like, doo. Like, you know when you watch, like, TV and it's, like, static and it's, like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? He hit me. Boom! So I had slid down, but by that time, so they was trying to come on me, but by that time, Gangsta Lou and all the people, Gangsta Lou and everybody got up and they started fighting. So boom, by that time I was gaining my composure, and then I seen Gangsta Lou and them, they was fighting with the same dudes that I just had gotten on with, and then you see other people jumping in, other Crip kid. I had caught one of him, bow, because he was I caught him from behind, boom, hooked off on him. Dropped him. Then we fighting. Yo, we throwing chairs. We throwing tables. Like, we was fighting for like 6 minutes, bro. We was fighting 6 minutes. Then that big dude, because Gangsta Lou, they was fighting, but he had got dropped. He was on the floor. So when I saw he wasn't knocked out. He just fell on the floor. When I saw that opportunity, bro, I got up. I was up already, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know, fighting over here, fighting over there, throwing shit, like, boom. When I saw him on the floor, I jumped right on him. Bow! Kicked the shit, like, I kicked him so hard. Like, I kicked him with all of the ferocity that I could have. That kick came from my stomach, bro. And I just hit him. Boom! And then another homie came, and we just started kicking him. Bow, 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 bow. Like, yo, I wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? I would not stop. Then there was only one officer. The lady officer came in and blowing a whistle. Stop! 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 Everybody else scattered. It was just me and another person just kicking them. Bing! 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 So finally, Dollar pulled me off. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. So boom. I go and lock in. I go in my cell. Everybody, they got the alarm. There's people like on the floor, like it was serious, you know what I'm saying? And then I went in my cell, kind of front, like I was sleeping, and then the squad came, cause when they pull the pin, the squad comes, and then they come and they like, yo, who was in the fight? So the lady really didn't see like most of it, you know what I'm saying? She just really saw me, and I was the only. She saw other people, but I'm the only Asian there, so I stuck out immediately. She was like, it was the Chinese dude. So they grabbed me and they grabbed one other person. They grabbed like 3 of us. And it was like 20 people fighting, bro. Like at least 15 to 20 people fighting. You know what I'm saying? They just grabbed 3 of us. And they took me out. And I remember, yo, there was so many, like when they took me out of the housing area to the stairs, I seen mad officers in riot gear, like there, right? Then we went down the stairs. Yo, there was officers throughout the corridor, and this corridor is long. It's like a jail corridor. Anybody that know, they're long. There was officers in riot gear on both sides in formation. And I'm walking in between it. I'm just like, oh man. Yo, they're about to wash us, bro. Like, they're about to wash me. And I was just walking down that line like, damn. And I couldn't even see their faces. They all had like these helmets on. I'm just like, oh snap. And they walked me to the thing. They try to, but a lot of the officers knew me, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of like, yo, like, I'm like, so the warden had came, the dep or whatever, he had came, and he was just like, he was like, oh, you wanna have a fight? You wanna have a fight during when we got out right after our lockdown? All right, I got something for you. Out of here, send you out of here. So they kicked me out the building, and I remember, so like I'm sitting there and stuff, and I was there for like, they had me in the intake building for like, in the intake, the pens, the holding pens, for hours. So some of the officers I knew, and I'm like, yo, what's up with the what happened with the 9/11? And they was like, yo, so many officers is over there. They don't have enough officers because a lot of officers had to go and help. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the building was locked down or whatever. So I'm just like, damn. And then they're telling me like how many people died, how serious it was. It was a terrorist attack. And the next morning, so they moved me like in the middle of the night. I get to the next building. The next morning, I come out. I went to they sent me to Brook. I think it was wait, where did they send me? They sent me to C-74. They sent me back to C-95. They sent me back to C-95, and I woke up in the morning. I came out, and I knew there was a bunch of people that I knew in the house. You know what I'm saying? And the officer had passed the newspaper, and one of my guys that I knew from before, his name was Jay. He had the newspaper, and I was like, yo, let me look at the newspaper. So I'm looking at all the pictures from 9/11, like all the pictures, and I remember just seeing the pictures of like people jumping out the window, like just all that, and I ain't gonna front. And looking at, all the people that sacrificed, reading all the stories, people sacrificing their lives to save people, I ain't gonna front. I've been American all my life. That was like the first time I felt proud to be an American. Like that was the first time like I was like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? I felt being American, you know what I mean? And sometimes you have to go through things like that to really show the strength. And that day, and the world saw the strength that America has. Like, we have to go through some turmoil to see, like, and we went through that, man. And that was my experience of 9/11, and I will never forget that day. You know what I mean? And like I said, how I started, much love, much respect, and condolences. I'll never forget 9/11, and thank you for everybody who sacrificed anything. Thank you for anybody who lost loved ones because of that. Word, 9/11, we'll never forget. Thank you for being a part of